Hi everyone, welcome to Ethernal Realms and welcome to this reading. We're going to see what are these next blessings that are coming into your life. We have 4 piles right here. This here is pile 1, this is pile 2, 3 and 4. Make sure to choose with your intuition to get your message. If you're not sure how exactly, then you can check the video in the ribbon above. The timestamps will be in the description box and the comment below. Whenever you're ready, we'll just get started with the reading. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. Let's see what blessings are coming your way next. Okay, so we have these feather messages here first, then we'll take a look at the other cards. Okay, we have the white owl. The wisdom and messages of the divine are within you. Then we have the dove. Feel and allow a deeper sense of peace to fill you now. This is a divine quality. Blackbird, the magical and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding now. And finally, the loon. Pay attention to your dream time. Messages of guidance are drifting in. Great. It's a very magical. It's very subtle. Yeah, that's the vibe. Very subtle. There's a lot of intangibility. Doesn't mean that you don't have any tangible blessings, but this is more of how you feel, how you experience things, how you perceive things. You know, these are the main focus that is shifting. Perhaps you're working on your thought process, or the way that I don't know, the way that you deal with things as and when they come, be it feelings or thoughts, or even spiritually, right? So this is basically that you're achieving that. Some of you could be trying to elevate yourself spiritually as well, because we do have the white owl plus the magical qualities of the blackbird, but it doesn't have to be esoteric. It is whatever it is that you are trying right now, you want to experience and you want to achieve in life, whatever sector it is. It's just saying that you are learning something that you already were, but you forgot, right? So while growing up, for example, if you were never scared of anything, you know, let's say you're just a daredevil, you went into the dark, no problem, you went out alone, no problem. You know, if you were that type of kid, parents would have, you know, stopped you, would have told you not to go out, not to do this, all of those things, and you kind of stopped that part, and you learned to be afraid of the dark, learned to be afraid of being alone, right? So these are some things that were always conditioned, but now you don't need to remain in that conditioning. Okay, it's understandable why you would have certain fears and certain lackings within you, but it's not understandable to continue being in that state just because you were once upon a time. Since change is the only constant, it is only inevitable, right? There's so much change happening astrologically. It is happening within us. It's happening throughout life, physically, and also within us, right? So when we play along, when we work with it, we're able to be such an active participant that spirit basically works with us, and we feel very zen no matter what happens externally. So that's a big elevation, whether you're actively working on it right now or you will soon start, whatever it is, the next blessing that is coming your way is something like this. Ooh, okay, great. Let's see some astrology cards. What are some next blessings coming towards pile 1, please? Next blessings coming towards pile 1. Next blessings. Great. Perfect. We have Jupiter, luck, growth, expansion, optimism, and understanding. I mean, who does not like to see Jupiter, right? Yeah, so it's expansive. It is definitely optimistic. It's connected with the zodiac sign Sagittarius. So greater foresight, bigger understanding of just things in general. Even if, like, coming to that acceptance and understanding that, hey, you know what? Yes, the going is not perfect all the time. There are highs and lows and the events that happen to us, but I also know that it is for the best, and it is only going to grow me. It is only going to make me a better version of what I am today. And yes, as long as I elevate, as long as I expand mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, whatever it is, as long as I expand over time while I'm learning and working with whatever comes my way, I'm perfectly fine. I feel lucky all the time, even when there are hiccups, even when there are massive speed bumps, and it feels like that. You won't experience it as that, because you know that the lowest low is going to get you to the highest high, right? That's just the whole point. The wheel of fortune as well is connected with Jupiter. It's a cycle. It's always a cycle, right? There will be highs, there will be lows, but ultimately you will always experience the high, right? And that's the thing. If you're not experiencing anything along the way, you're basically remaining in one level. You know those people, right, who just stay the same whenever you see them, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, whenever you have met them, like long lost school friends or something. That depends where you are in life, but yeah, childhood friends, let's say. You remember them being a certain way, you see them after a while, and then they're still the same type of attitude. They still get upset over, I don't know, a pinprick or something, you know. It's not the case here, basically. Okay? A lot of progress. We have the Moon card. Emotion, instinct, unconsciousness, and mother figure. Moon is also very heavily connected with the intuition. So intuitive knowledge. Jupiter is known as the teacher of the celestial beings and all the planets, right? So he's the teacher, he's the great teacher, but he teaches in a very loving way. And I really love that we have the intuitive guidance as well. So it's pure knowledge, okay, that Jupiter gives you. It's wisdom, it's knowledge. It will not, beat you over the head with it. That's why it's also important to go along with. And I love that we have Jupiter instead of Saturn in this case. It perfectly aligns with the feather messages. Okay, so emotionally, you're definitely evolving. You perhaps have a better sense of boundaries as well, of who you let into your life, what you let affect your mind, your heart, all of those things, right? Much better control, which allows the sense of peace. You can feel stable no matter highs and lows, right? When you come to that acceptance that this is how it is and this is how it will always be, because this is what divinity is, you just, you roll with it, right? You just go with it. You're flowing. Then there is no resistance, not from the other side, not from you. There is no shoving and pushing on either side. There is no extreme. There is an equilibrium within you. Doesn't mean that you're not happy and you're not sad. You are, but how much you let it and how deeply you let that affect you, that is completely within your control when you have that sense of boundary. Perfect, lovely. We also have the 11th house. Okay, so the Saturn and Jupiter conjunction in Aquarius could be something that is important for you. If you're not sure where it lies in your chart, perhaps look at an astrology video. There are plenty out there right now, because that's like the biggest theme in 2021. So maybe take a look at that. But 11th house is about like big groups of friends. It is big community. It is humanity as a whole. It is, Aquarius is naturally placed here, so obviously there are some of those qualities that pass on to the house itself. So it's all about that, and very expansive. It's unity consciousness. We're all the same thing. We're all the one thing. There is an all-encompassing quality to the 11th house. So again, that is kind of like zooming out and seeing the bigger picture and understanding the bigger theme of things and why it has to be this way only. Why does it have to be this way? Why do I have to learn in this way? Why did it have to happen like this? Because that's the only way you can progress forward. And when you are past it, when you look back at it, kind of stand back, not from a very emotionally constrained point of view, but rather trying to be a little bit more objective as to the given how you are as a personality, was the way you learned the correct way to learn? Most often the answer is yes. Even though it was very hard, that's the only way it would have gotten through my thick skull at that time. It just is, okay? As human, there's no judgment, there is no blaming anything. It just is like that, can't help it. That's why it is, important to power through and keep powering through. That tests your motivation and also gets you much farther ahead than if you were, I don't know, in spirit form, right? It's just more deeply embedded because it's harder to learn as well. So there is a point of being human and learning, right? That was where I was getting at. But I love when you combine spirit with human. I mean, that's it, right? You've reached a sense of flow again. So big picture with the Jupiter with Aquarius, all people, all everything. Even if you think the universe that surrounds all of us, be it just us on Earth or outside or whatever it is that you believe in, just that universe is combining, it's encompassing everything. It's a massive thing to, think about and understand. Yeah, that was just an example, by the way. It could be just an overlapping thing of just your whole life in general. It can be that you just think of every moment from the beginning till now, and you just look at the trend, you look at how you learned, and kind of a retrospect analysis. Okay, from a very analytical point of view, you see just how you dealt with things and how far you have come, and where do you need to head next. Right? So it's so much, I'm astounded, okay? Much more awareness of yourself. And therefore, a lot of control. It's not just about, awareness is not about feeling that, high of spiritual awakening and being all dramatic. And no, it's not that. It's just, you just know you better. And most of the time, that's something we need. That is what puts the ego on the back seat, and that's how we are able to grow and develop. That's how we do not stay stagnant. So it is definitely a very important thing. It's a serious thing. It's not something fancy. It's not fashionable, right? I know that pop culture now makes it seem like that. So I don't know. I'm not saying that you are thinking of it like that, but I just have to emphasize that it's not about being fancy by, claiming that you're spiritually active. It's actually feeling it. And when you're actually feeling it, you don't need to harp on it so much, right? This is more about knowing it, being it, living it. Love it. Okay. Next blessing coming towards pile 1, please. Next blessings coming towards pile 1. So if you're working on these concepts, then it's basically saying you're reaching it, and otherwise it is just saying that things will happen such that you reach this point and continue growing. Blessings. Okay, I think this is good. I want to make more place. Stero is going to be the star now. Okay. We have the 8 of Wands. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely. 9 of Pentacles. I know you can't see me, but I'm smiling right now. Knight of Wands. Okay. We have the 7 of Cups. And we have the Ace of Swords. There you go. This is the clarity, epiphanies, sudden awakenings as well. Again, depends where you are in your journey. Not everyone experiences them. Don't force it to fit. It's okay. Everything happens in its own time. Epiphanies are just as important, okay? It's so important. That sudden realization from this, you're just going backward and backward. This is that retrospective thing, the clarity that comes from retrospecting and thinking objectively. Swords are very, very objective. There is no emotion to that. Doesn't mean that they're not emotional, but at that moment, for this particular instance, this example, you're not thinking from a very subjective and emotional point of view. There's no attachment to things, basically. It's just cutting through, slicing through, getting to the bottom of the surface and figuring out what's what. Right? You're ready to face, you're ready to listen, you're ready to understand whatever lies in the past, in your long lost memories, in everything. Just the core, the crux of the matter. It needs to be apparent, it has to be true, and you need to know. That's the Ace of Swords, and that's what's coming through as well. So you're thinking very, very clearly. You have a very sharp and incisive mind. You're grasping at things very quickly. Okay, so intelligence, IQ, or whatever you call it, intelligence is basically that. But yeah, it's just completely rising. You can see all these math and chemistry stuff. It's literally that, right? You're able to understand a lot more concepts, and you're thinking critically as well. This is the whole, I'm not going to think about every single thing. No, I'm not going to think about everything. I'll think of what is relevant, and I will think it through. Okay? So whatever you want to do, let's say you want to go for a university degree or a college degree, whatever it is that you want to do, you want to learn something, even if you're doing an online course, it's something that you really like and you're really passionate about it, the Knight of Wands, you'd really get into it. You want to know more and more and more and more. You keep going deeper. There is so much potential. Aces come with potential. It's just the first step, but it is going to head towards the King of Swords, right? Which is experience, knowledge through hardships, knowledge of, again, it's not one thing, it is seeing the one thing in everything, right? Oh my goodness, there's just so much coming through. So if you want to study, if you want to learn more, then that's definitely absolutely possible. If you're waiting to hear from your college applications, then Eight of Wands with this is a yes. Okay, this is something that you're absolutely passionate about, though. So if you're just applying anywhere, then I'm not going to say that that's a yes. But if you're really driven towards this, and for some reason you're just completely drawn towards the course or to the country, to the college, just the curriculum as a whole, then this is a definite yes. Okay, you will hear from them soon, and it's going to be great. Even if it's about a job thing, I'm seeing more of a research thing perhaps, but again, it's not necessary. This is, if you are a researcher or are looking for a research position, then this is a yes. But otherwise as well, Nine of Pentacles is feeling really fulfilled and independent. You are able to finance yourself completely. You're living a comfortable life. You are solid in your workplace. You know what you're doing. You do it steadily. You do it properly. Just everything you're enjoying. You're feeling grounded. And you're in your mental space as well, so your mind is doing really good, but physically as well, you're taking care of yourself, and the material aspects of life are completely taken care of. Okay, this is so prosperous and wonderful. It's very independent. Okay, you're feeling as though you can take care of yourself. You're feeling like you don't need someone else. There's nothing wrong in wanting, but you don't need anything or anyone else, not to validate you, not to provide you, nothing. Just you're completely fine by yourself. Okay, you love yourself as well. So if you're working on self-love and finding passion and more meaning towards your own life, then this is this is an ideal reading for that. Okay, Knight of Wands, like I said, it's a passion, traveling as well as possible with the Eight of Wands as well. It does indicate travel sometimes. So it can be a trip, so if you're saving up money in order to go someplace, then that's possible as well. You might be deciding where can you go, what do you want to exactly do, be it college applications or this, or applying for jobs. In all scenarios, okay, there is thinking about what can I do, what would be the best choice moving ahead. Will this be fulfilling for me? Will this be good for me? Do I have good chances in this place? Do I waste my energy here or not? There is a lot of thinking about something, but yeah, ultimately you're going to be doing something you like, something that fulfills you, something that expands you, and also makes you feel very secure and safe, right? This is very positive. It's just a really positive card, and that's something of a definition with the Eight of Wands. Positive resolutions, it's speed, it's communications, it's travel, all of those things. Because it literally looks like fireworks, right? It's something worth celebrating, and it's coming at a massive speed. Yeah. Now, again, from a spiritual perspective, like I said, epiphany is something. Eight of Wands as well, receiving communication. So this can be coming from spirit as well. That kind of renews your passion and vitality towards life. You feel whole again. You feel like you want to connect more and more. You have already, but you want to connect more. This peace card here with the dove, that's perfectly this, basically. There are certain choices and decisions to be made. Perhaps you want to switch up your routine and have a better flow in just the way you lead your life in order to match with the person you have become at this stage, right? And that's as well represented by the Seven of Cups. You're switching up some habits, perhaps releasing some which are a little bit toxic with the snake there, and also wondering what should I add. For example, waking up early. How early can I wake up, or should I wake up? What do I want to incorporate in my life? Do I want to dance more? Do I want to travel more? Do I want to sing more? You know, what is this hobby? What do I want to learn? There's just, it depends on what your priority is at this point and what you're trying to work on. But in all cases, there's that thinking and wondering, what would I like right now? Right? So next blessing for pile one, please. Next blessings for pile one. Next blessings for pile one. Okay. Okay, so we have Isa, ice, block, stagnant, rest, and patience. Yes, so you feel this card in this case is feeling like very like smooth, kind of flowing vibe. Again, there will be highs and lows, always, can't help that. But you're handling them so well that it feels very calm. You know, it's not turbulent waters, it feels calm, you feel rested and warm, basically. I'm getting, I know it says ice, but I'm getting more of a chill vibe, you know? Yeah, chill vibe. When you want to have fun and be spontaneous, go ahead. Go out, have fun, party, whatever you want to do. But you want to take it easy and stay at your place, do something that you like, that as well as possible. I love the duality of these things. And yes, patience. Could be learning patience. This could be some of your magical and unique qualities. You think that no, I just need to rush, I need to be fast. But no, perhaps something comes along your way, some course you do, which kind of builds within you that, you know, I'm hearing, I can wait for this, or I want to wait for this. Something like that. It's worth waiting for, basically. That's the vibe. Something is worth waiting for. Okay, then we have answers. Air, leader, justice, teacher, intelligence, and communication. Yeah, hey, there you go. This is basically the swords suit. I equated to that. Justice card and King of Swords. Those are the tarot versions that I associate with this card here. So that's really, really nice to see that it's being emphasized. I told you with the Ace of Swords, it's just the beginning. That's that you are intelligent enough, you have the capacity to move forward and, however far you want to go. And I told you that King of Swords is where you reach. That's the epitome of the sword suit. And I love that this is basically being emphasized there. Research possessions as well are King of Swords and Ace of Swords. Lovely. Then we have Tewas, truth, struggle, duty, discipline, justice, and warrior. So we have justice twice. That's new. That has never happened. Justice being new is that it has a karma thing attached to it, naturally. So it's kind of like you are doing the work and you need to do the work. Okay, in all of these cards, you need to do the work. You will do the work because you want to. It's something worth working for. It's something worth waiting for. And it's something worth fighting through all blocks, you know, all hurdles along the way. Because it's something that makes you feel so good. I don't know how else to say it. It's just, you want it. That's something that, whether you're aware of it right now or not, this is something that you want. It's something that fulfills the thirst of your heart. Yes, fulfills the thirst. there is the truth, again, the incisive thing. That's why I'm associating it so much with research as well. Kind of get to the bottom of things. What is real, what is not, right? This can be within yourself. Is like kind of trying to discern, is this my ego talking or is this my spirit talking? How can I decide which one is speaking at the moment? What do I choose after this? So it's kind of like you do the work, you have to do the work, but then you get the just desserts of everything that you have done and will do until this comes. You'll know when it comes, basically. You'll feel it. This is something very, like I said in the beginning, it's very subtle, so you will feel it already. If you feel it right now, then this is coming real soon. We do have the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Swords. These are really fast cards, so it can be something that's very, very close by, or it is suggesting that this journey towards this place is going to be fast as compared to other lessons and blessings. Okay, so you're getting through everything and you're reaching to the heart of the matter. You're gaining experience from life and you're just getting stronger and stronger, more and more aware, more and more intelligent. It just keeps happening. It's such a loop. Wonderful. I feel like teacher is teaching yourself. Again, that spiritual part with the white owl there, the connection to divine, the wisdom and messages of the divine are within you. That is basically saying that the spirit is within you. So, you don't need to look outward. You don't need to look upward. Because you can just ask yourself. It's just harder to do because we can't be so objective all the time, especially not when we're going through a difficult time period. But when you remain grounded, when you're in a peaceful state, you can very easily do that. And it's usually much more helpful because only you have lived the life you have lived. And you have felt what you have felt. No one else, however many words you choose, however many, essays you write or music you sing, the feel of how you felt is going to always be known to just you, to that, complete essence. So the best person to consult when you're down in the dumps is actually you, but it's harder to access that when you're down in the dumps. I get it, but I love that you're reaching that point where you can. So you have things stable enough such that you are ready to consult yourself. Okay. Wow, okay, your oracle cards. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. Oh my goodness. And the purple and the owl again, it's intuitive, it's wisdom, it is higher knowledge. The eyes are closed. I don't need to see anything. The light sleeps during the day, right? The owl. Because they don't need that. They already are. They already have it. And at night they open and they fly and they just live their life then. It's not afraid of the dark. There's, be it in a shadowy sense, the dark within yourself, or like literal darkness. It's just, you're not afraid of toxicity anymore because you're able to deal with it better, and it doesn't matter what other people have to say or do or what. It just doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't have to. And you don't want so much interference anymore. So I really love that all this dark is kind of at a bay. This is my zone. This is where my space is. So everything else stays out. I love that. Okay. Wonderful. Then we have my fearless freedom lights up the world. Wow. Loving the sync. Loving the sync. Awesome. Awesome. You're getting so much more confident with yourself as well. You're not afraid to express yourself if needed, but you're not exactly in a very talky state. But if you want to, you definitely can. It's spontaneous as well. It's light on the outside and deep on the inside. Yes. That is the vibe. Okay. Oh my god, so good. I look forward to hearing from you in the comments. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as well. If you want to get a personal reading, you can always contact me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box and the comment below. I do hope you check out some of my other videos, but until next time, take care. Bye. Hi pile 2, welcome to your reading. Let's see what are the next blessings coming into your life. Okay, we have Bluebird. You are being gifted with blessings of happiness and peace. Well, it literally has the whole sentence. I don't have to decipher this. That's good. Okay, then we have Condor. Hold the highest vision for your life. You now possess the ability to move past any hurdles. Nice. Very nice. And we have the Turkey. Honor your own time of harvest. Offer your gifts and blessings as service to the greater good. So, okay. Some of you would be working with manifestation, and it's kind of like looking ahead and looking at that goal at all times and keeping your eye focused and piercing through anything that comes your way, basically. Okay, anything that gets in the way, it's just another opportunity to get closer to this goal there, right? So, yeah, when you're manifesting, you're also doing certain things. It's just that things, people, places, ideas come along the way of manifestation in order to get you closer to that final goal, in order to make you into that person that has that manifestation. Right, so the Condor is that, you know, you look from above at just the things you need to do, and you understand that each and everything that is happening is just another dot, another dot, another dot, another point from A to B. So you go through all the hurdles, you're able to go through all of them. There is a warrior side to you, but there is also the very gentle, at peace. Like you're not a warrior from an aggressive point of view. It's just that, hey, I gotta get through something, I'm gonna get through it. It's very calm, cool, collected, and very competent. Yes, that's the word. You're feeling very competent, and you're not rushing. You don't want to rush any of the process. You're liking where you are. You're going with the flow more. You're just, you know that, I don't know how to explain this. I'm getting the feeling, but words are like, this is hard. You know that you are not there yet, but you're loving every bit of the journey. Yeah, I think that's the best way to put it. So you're not in any rush to get anywhere. You know that this is not the end. You know that there's more, but you're not rushing to get there. You're not rushing to get out of your place. It's just a very like Zen kind of way of being, very equilibrium way of being. But there's some of you could be wanting to share that with others, whether it is, you know, in a public forum or in a private way. Like, I don't know, you could be a counselor or a therapist perhaps, and that is, you kind of learn from your own life and you are passing it along to other people, and kind of, yeah, that just makes you more relatable with many different types of people. So that's for some of you who are involved with others and are also interested in, you know, sharing your lessons, sharing your gifts and all these blessings. So when you're feeling happy and peaceful, you can also feel all of a sudden very charitable. So you can, you know, give whatever you have gotten. It's like, no, I have enough. Yes, this is all I wanted. Thank you so much. Okay, whatever comes from now on is just more. So why not just give it to someone else or share it with someone else, right? It's very nice. It has a warrior spirit, but it is a very benevolent one. You're able to see where you want to head. There is a clear vision as well. Hold the highest vision. So you know where you want to go. It's not so much about how you want to get to it. It's just, I will deal with what comes along the way. I just need to get there. I want to get there. And if it is going to push me back 10 steps, I'm just going to go forward 11 steps. You know, like there is no backing down with this card. And there is no rush. It's like, honey, I'm patient, okay? I will get there. I definitely will. There is so much feeling of competence in all of this. Wonderful. You have a lot of inner strength as well. Naturally, you're emotionally set, mentally set. Okay, let's see more cards. Pile 2. What are the next blessings coming towards pile 2, please? Next blessings coming towards pile 2. We have the Aquarius zodiac. Hang on, I'll show you the cards. Okay. Aquarius, fixed air sign. A lot of stuff happening in Aquarius at the moment. Saturn, Jupiter conjunction, squaring Uranus in Taurus. So that's something important. It's happening again mid of June, and again there will be another of this square in December. So it's like a big theme happening in 2021. So this year is basically quite massive, and the effects of which are still going to be felt in 2022 within you, more of that within you, because once you experience, you kind of want to learn from it. The spirit wants to learn and kind of see, oh hey, so that difficult time in 21 taught me so and so, because of which I am like this today, and thank God for that. That's something there. A little bit of astrology, perhaps check out your zodiac sign, and check out some astrology videos. Perhaps they're going to tell you. There are a lot of videos out there. It's kind of a big thing, right? But anyway, this is kind of reinventing your life. So pile 1 got the 11th house, and I was already talking about Aquarius, but you could be drawn to that as well. It does have a similar undertone to it. It's just a different perspective of the same thing. But anyway, humanitarian, big picture, doing something constructive in order to help. It's not just about awe and compassion, and it's not just about emotional support. This is actually doing something in order to make something happen, completely changing the way that you view certain things. I was saying change is inevitable, and however fixed you are, you will still have to change. You will change. It happens, whether it is willingly or unwillingly. It just will happen, right? So how far along are you willing to play with the universe, right? That's the whole point, right? Co-creating is the best way of manifestation. Anyway, so there is a little bit of a rebel vibe to it. So it's that's the thing, right? The warrior spirit, but for a good reason, right? It's a very benevolent sign here. It will make something happen. This has a scientific side to it as well, so it's more objective. So you look at things from a very serious and objective point of view. You analyze things as well. Okay, we have 6th house. So some of you, if you're looking for work, you can get work. Also, it is saying that at the workplace you could change something up. Perhaps your team changes, or you want to create a change and kind of work for yourself, let's say. Or if you are already working for yourself, then you're changing the way that you work, shifting your routine. 6th house is all about routines and habits that you have. Again, making changes there for the better, always for the better. For example, you need to wake up earlier, like 6 a.m., let's say, right? And you normally wake up at 7 or 8 or 9 or something, and you're just wondering, if I would just wake up half an hour earlier or 1 hour earlier, I would have so much more time. I could incorporate this and that. So why not do it? Maybe give it a shot, right? So you have more of that strength to keep pushing forward and kind of make the necessary changes. It's also about health, so eating habits as well, thinking habits, because it's combined with Aquarius there. So lovely. Then we have Venus. Love, beauty, art, harmony, and relationship. Good relationship with yourself, with other people. You're harmony loving, peace loving, and you are willing to, go the mile and make that happen. Like, not actively contradict someone. It's not that kind of rebel, but also you're staying strong in your point, right? You don't have to knuckle under, but you are more accepting of other people's opposing views. That's the type of vibe there. Whether this is about in a relationship, in a love relationship, in a friendship, with your family, with the world in general, just the way that you perceive any type of conversation, any type of exchange with anyone, you're just kind of more accepting of the variety that we all are. Right? And that's why you're feeling much more peaceful. You don't have a problem with anyone or anything. It's just, okay, so everyone's different. Well, what are you gonna do? This is about being quirky as well with Aquarius. they're a little bit quirky, they're different, and they like it, they own it, you know. What is beautiful for you is not going to be beautiful for someone else, and you don't need to match up the styles of beauty either. So you kind of holding your own, but you're also seeing the softer side of things. It's not only rational thinking, there's also emotion to it. There's also like more compassion to it. That's the undertone there. So that's why, again, the whole benevolent warrior, that's going to be the word for you. Okay, ascendant. So social personality, first impression, and public must. That's what the ascendant is. You could be an Aquarius rising, so all of these changes are basically happening in your personality, your attitude. You could be changing up the way that you appear, and that kind of makes you feel a different way about yourself, gives you much more, you know, a wholeness type of feeling that, yes, now I look correct. Now I feel like I am me, you know, and you like the way you look, and that is what gives you that competent feeling, that confidence that, yes, you can do it. And you don't have to be rash about anything. You don't have to be extreme about anything. And everyone's different for a reason. They come from a different background, and it's completely okay. And also, it's like, just because someone else is being rude doesn't mean you have to be rude. You're not the same person, and that's not an excuse enough, right? So I love that balance, okay? Like, you're definitely sticking to your point. You're stating your opinions. You are living your life. You're doing things your way. But at the same time, you're trying to understand where the other person is as well coming from. That's something that makes you more approachable, right? When the judgment and the criticism part of any exchange is removed, then everyone is just free to be how they are, and they know that they just will be appreciated because they appreciate themselves, right? So I just love that. I don't know why that is coming through so much, but definitely that's something as well. Whether we are actively working on that aspect or not, it's something that will just come inevitably. Okay, so you're more sociable. You the way that you present yourself is like I said, approachable. You make a good first impression as well with this in the workplace, for any interviews that you go through. And like I said, there's like an undertone. So you don't reveal this side, the soft side of yours with everyone, but you know who you are and what you're doing and where you're going and why you're doing whatever you're doing, right? You just have a very good reason for everything that you're doing. So you feel so confident. I love that. Perfect. Awesome. Oh, I said a lot of complimenting words there. Okay, let's see more. Let's see tarot cards first. Then we'll do the runes. Okay. Next blessings for pile 2, please. Next blessings. What are they? Pile 2's next blessings. Okay, we have plenty. I'm gonna shift these up because now tarot will be the main focus. Great. Oh wow, the first card, King of Pentacles. Materially set, so comfortable, so chill, laid back, relaxed, because you're heading there, you're getting there, you know where you want to go. This is the space of comfort and security that you want to be in. This is material, everything is set. You have your love life, you have your nice home, you feel secure in your job, in the person that you are. Look at that's a cool version of yourself to become, when you're older. It's kind of like, what is the image I see? What do I want to be? I know it is 5 to 10 years from one point, but what is it that you would want to be? What are the qualities, looks and everything? Sure, that changes, and it's very, very subject to change, and many things will happen along the way which does modify the picture a little bit. But what are the qualities that you really look for in an adult or an adult so 5-10 years from now, whatever age you are, what do you look like? What do you dress like? What do you imagine your maturity level to be like? The way you present yourself, the way you speak, the stuff you do, anything. It can be just anything. It's not a hardcore, listed down in its planet. No, it's just it's just an image. It's a vision of where you would like to be heading. A mental goal, basically. And it's all about these things there. You're feeling much more abundant as well in terms of, financially, materially, you're set. Basically, that's the point. Okay, we have the Hierophant. So higher knowledge, higher learning, some spirit guides kind of coming through and helping you out if you're interested in a more, spiritual aspect of this highest vision is more on the spiritual side. Then, this like you're getting help, you're being guided, and you're on your journey. Again, the whole journey, the staircase there are many steps, of course. But you will get there. There's one staircase, and all you have to do is take one step after the other and feel happy and feel good like this person is every step of the way. Because each step, even the bottom of the step, is just as awesome because you know where you're headed. You know where to go. You know where the calling is. Right? This also represents higher education. Anything traditional. So although I would not say traditional in this case. Hang on. Yeah, okay. So it's kind of... You have your... Traditionally untraditional. Okay? Yes. Let's go with that. You have your own path to follow. It's not someone else's staircase. You're doing your own thing. And to the outsider, it can seem as though it is unconventional, but to you, it's something that is a deeper tradition than the tradition we are taught today. This is a very higher version of that, regardless of what you're doing as a job, okay? It just is something. Major arcanas are usually something more spiritual and in the background and something of a bigger theme that is playing out in your life. This can also suggest marriage for some of you. That is a very traditional thing, and we do have Venus there. So that's as well possible, but again, depends where you are in life and also, your current situation. But that's as well possible. Yeah. Being a teacher, a guide, being guided, and also being the guide. Yep, okay. These things are there. Next, we have the Queen of Swords. Lovely. This is again about looking ahead. This Condor card, this is equivalent there. She's really like she pierces through any hurdles. She doesn't care about them. It's just that one goal that she has in mind. She'll get there. And whether that requires analytical thinking or it needs more of a hardy approach or anything at all, she just has it in her to get through literally anything. She has the skill set she needs in order to get to that point. And along the way, she'll accrue more and more skill sets, right? She's also a leader, and everyone willingly listens to her because she just makes that much sense. She is right. You can't oppose her. It is correct. And she's never imposing her belief systems on anyone. She never needs to, because she knows where she's coming from and why. Good reason. Amazing reasoning. Yes. Okay, we have the Devil card. This, again, in terms of material and financial senses, this is just like absolutely perfect to get this. I was getting something else. Yes, spending as well is a little bit more as well, but I like that it's kind of tempered with the King of Pentacles. So I feel like it's more of a healthy spending. Let's say you kind of tighten the purse strings a little bit, or you don't want to splurge on yourself from time to time. So the Devil is like, come on, let loose a little. Come on, let's just play, okay? Let's just play a little bit. So you go and, maybe get like a 5 or 10 shopping bags or something, but it's one time and you're not going to do it again for like a year or so. It's just an example, right? So it can be something that you don't normally purchase, but it is a very good purchase. Like I said, the good reasoning is just absolutely apparent in everything, so I'm not really concerned about why the Devil is there or like toxicity and all of that. It's also about the hurdles themselves. There can be temptations of steering away from your path, but again, you're able to pierce through. You're definitely getting help, okay? You're definitely getting help along the way. And you kind of stick to your goals. That's why we also have so much hold the vision, hold the vision, hold the vision, listen, 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 right? So you need those things to persist and continue. Like I said, fixed sign, fixed signs get a lot of grief for being stubborn, but that's something that is absolutely necessary in the face of any hardship, in the face of any shadowy vibe, any toxicity in general, within yourself, external to you, just about everything. You need that tenacity that a fixed sign gives you. You need that stubbornness or determination, in a more positive sense, to push ahead and literally pierce through things. Right? So I'm not worried about that at all. Lovely. And we do have the Chariot. Oh my god, we have the Chariot. That is the warrior card. That is the warrior card. Ay. This is good. This is good. Awesome. Because, I'm seeing this for the first time as well. So it's just really good. When I do readings for myself, it's never this much synced up. I'm like, come on, you like other people more, tarot. Anyway, so yeah, you're able to get through any obstacle, and just because you hold that vision, like the charioteer is so focused and gives clear direction to the mind, the ego, the spirit, just is like, hey, we're gonna all be aligned and streamlined, and we're going to get to that point clear. Yes, let's go, let's charge. Okay, it's fast moving, you're very determined, you're solid and on point. We have 3 major arcana happening here. These are like some big things that are playing out. Yeah, the success as well. But the quality of this is that because the charioteer knows that, like I said, the hurdles, they don't matter. They're inconsequential. Sure, okay, yeah, another problem, deal with it. Next, let's move on. When you can be so casual with all of that, you learn at such speed, right? Anything, just anything about yourself, about the way you deal with other people, about the, I don't know, how you feel related to how you look, everything. These things do matter, however much, everyone downplays certain aspects of it or not. They do matter on a psychological level. So it is important to be aware of them, whether you're actively trying to or it's something that happens along the way. Okay, let's get you rune cards now. Next blessings coming towards panel 2. Next blessings. Positive resolutions. Yes, because the charioteer has decided that they will get to that goal and get through anything, they will win. That's the ultimate meaning of this card. They have already won. And I say this, I've said this so many times already. The moment you wish with all your truest intentions and focused intention for something that you really want to manifest, it's already created. It's done. It's made. That's how subtle energies work, right? It's just the time it takes to materialize is because we need to be a certain way in order to deserve and receive that, in order to feel as though that's only natural. It's not a wish anymore. It's not a wanting anymore. Regardless of the vocabulary you choose when you are writing your manifestation, if you at all feel as though you're wanting and you're wishing, or that you are needing, it will keep staying in the slower stage. But the faster that you pierce through and keep piercing through, it's just that you're becoming more and more, you know what, it's about time. So I don't care if it comes now or today or whenever, I know it'll come. So I'm just gonna keep living my life and it'll just show up and I'll just receive it, no problem. Right? There's a very casual thing. There is no attachment to the thing that you want to manifest. And that's why I say that you've already won the moment you decide that you will pierce through just about anything, because the thing that you want it's just that appealing to you. You just want it. That's all. Okay. You just are it. Yes, that's the not want. Okay. Okay, let's shuffle. Pile 2's blessings. Oh, so you could be relocating as well if you want to. are traveling someplace. This is far off lands. This is as well like long distance travel. It can be. It's just wherever you want to go. Okay, so your rune cards. We have Berkana, birth, rebirth, health, and earth. Yeah, health, earth stuff with the sixth house there. Taking care of your health more. You're feeling more grounded. It's just a new start. Healthy in terms of your mental state or emotional state, and as well of your physical state. You're not discounting any aspect of you. And we have right on. Right, journey, destiny, travel, and change. Yeah, this is where I got the travel thing. It flipped over. But also it is more of a spiritual journey, like I said, with the Hierophant. Well, it doesn't have to be spiritual, just the journey itself. You're kind of enjoying that, and you're feeling as though it is in line, it is aligned to where you want to be going, and you're just trusting that it is aligned, kind of. If you're working with manifestation, you're gonna have to trust, right? So yeah, you're like, yes, I am on the path, and this is going to teach me this is going to teach me that, or this has taught me so and so things. Yeah, because there will also be tests along the way. This can be the devil as well, because it does happen. Like, there are stages in life when things are happening, it is hard, and we are basically just learning to survive and get through it. We're not feeling nice about it, but we're anyway trying to get through it. It's a challenge. But once we are out of it, we have learned it. That's how we just get out of it. It does not bother us anymore. We're able to handle it very nicely. And then it's time to move on to the next step, right? Automatically, when you move from this one step, where are you heading? The next one. So in the next step, while you're stepping on it, it's kind of that transition, that gray area is where you also get tested. Did you really understand what you had learned before? Or are you going to slip back any time? Are your steps sturdy, or are you going to fall behind? So that's something. If you have done the work very nicely, if you're, like I said, being an active participant in the life that is unfolding ahead of you, then there's not a problem. Yeah, sure, let's say there is temptation, but you know better than splurge everything, for example, right? Any type of attachment to your manifestation as well, you're able to cut through. You find it easier to let go of expectations as well. Everything that holds you back is kind of demonstrated by the devil there. It's all things shadowy, right? Okay. Next. So, blessings coming towards plan 2. Too many, but you know what, we'll take all. Oh wow, the universe has my back. Yeah, it does. Exactly, it does. There is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. Yes, Queen of Swords, authentic truth. The authenticity part is from the Hierophant, and you're just being you. I told you, you're standing up for yourself, and you're just liking it because you like yourself. You're not even feeling apologetic, and you don't feel the need to prove anything to anyone, and you're not even expecting anyone to validate your opinion. It's just, yeah, this is what I believe, and okay, great, so that's what you believe. Okay, good to know. That's it. Yes, there is a stream of love supporting my dreams. Yes, exactly. There is so much alignment. There's a lot of flow. That's why you feel the happiness and peace as well. I honor how I want to feel. Exactly. This is so interesting. I honor how I want to feel. Instead of being like, oh, I'm sad, I need to stop being sad. Oh, I'm frustrated, I need to fix that right now. No, if I feel sad right now, I'm going to feel sad right now. Doesn't mean I'm going to stay sad for the next 10 years. It just means I'm sad right now, and that's completely okay. So you're accepting that you have a variety of emotions, and you don't need to apologize for any of that. You will experience it as long as you're not misdirecting it, as long as you're just feeling what is needed to be felt, and you're not trying to distract yourself from, well, everything, you're good, right? I do see many, like, what do you say, misdirection of anger or frustration and all of that. Perhaps that's also a lesson that you're learning, and that is again represented by the devil. So not feeling, so the next development would be that you're able to control that part, right? You're able to direct it better with the Chariot and the devil there. So yeah, if you're under stress, then you paint or draw or sing or something that makes you, feel lighter, or you go out for a walk or a run or anything, right? But you're not neglecting that feeling, regardless of what you are physically doing. You're not neglecting that, yes, you are annoyed, but you also know why you are annoyed. It's not a random thing that just happened and now you're going to lash out at everyone, right? You're appreciating the rhythms of your own mind. You're understanding that, okay, so this is what annoys me. This is what frustrates me. This is what makes me sad. And this is what makes me feel happy and excited and driven and ambitious. And I don't want to apologize. I will not apologize for feeling ambitious and driven. Yes, you think I'm stubborn? Guess what? I'm determined. That's just another word. It's just, I don't know, I'm not saying that you should be very, very willful or being stubborn is great. I'm not saying that. But when it's right, it just is. Whether it's a life goal or your own personal goal or a relationship goal, whatever goal that is, when it's right, it's right. And because it is so correct, even though it is unconventional to other people, they still know that you're right, Yeah, you're right. Perhaps they won't like that you are right, That does happen. Somebody say, yeah, okay, yeah, you make sense. But, tradition, convention. Let's say, yeah, sure, okay, but you just admitted that I am right, so I'm gonna do that, right? I will honor how I want to feel. Awesome. Next we have happiness is my birthright. Exactly, you're just being happy and so peaceful in flow. You're doing anything that is required in order to get wherever you want to get. Yeah, and you're getting places as well. You're definitely, it's all very positive, as well with the Chariot, like anything you want to accomplish. If you're asking for a yes or no question, for example, that's a yes. Materially abundant. That's why I feel like your base is very secure. So you're able to advance more into more of the subtle parts. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pal. Do let me know in the comment section what you thought. Also like, share, and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, you can always reach me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box and the comment below. I will see you in some of my other videos. Check out my channel if you want. But yeah, until next time, take care. Bye. Hi, pal 3. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what are the next blessings coming your way. We have first the Canary. Step forward now and sing your song. There is power in finding your voice, so self-expression. Then we have Cardinal. Stand tall and proud. See the leadership role unfolding ahead of you. So being a leader of your own life, feeling more independent, but also kind of developing more of a can-do attitude. I see the confidence card, the vibe kind of coming through for everyone. But yeah, we do have Mars in Leo for quite a while, so I'm not surprised at all. But it is a timeless reading, but I can see why it would come right now. But anyway, so promotions, increments, some type of leadership position, project leader, for example, even if it's a smaller thing. Like if you're in college or something, if you have your project groups, then you could become a leader even though you have not taken that role before. It's a good chance to exercise it and see just what your skills are in that particular domain. Okay, we have White Owl. The messages and wisdom of the divine are within you. Okay, so great. So all of this I feel is very divinely ordained. You're supposed to experience all of this, and you have made sure that you get to the correct place at the correct time. your guides are making sure that you do the same things as well. So regardless of where you are in life at this time, the next blessing is just about, finding your voice. You're able to express yourself and state your opinions very strongly, without, domineering other people. There is no forcing anything or anyone. When someone's a real leader, they don't need to keep saying, I'm a leader, I'm great, I'm awesome, and, you should worship me and just look at me, how fantastic I'm being. No, you don't need to say any of these qualities, you just are, right? So a true leader does not need to enforce their way of being and their lifestyle on other people. Leading is best done when you lead by example. Yes. Oh goodness. Yes. It was just a whole, when I see the cards, it's just a flood of feelings, and then I have to give them words, so sometimes I kind of have to find my way through. So thank you for sticking with me as I figured it out. Okay. Yeah, you're feeling strong, you're feeling sure-footed. Yes. And you're not aimless or anything. You do have your goals as well. You want your achievements. But you're just feeling good about where you are, where you're headed, and kind of just the capabilities that you have developed along the way. But yeah, the biggest lesson is kind of speaking up. So you could be generally a little bit more on the shy side, or you tend to not really voice your opinion too much. This can even be like on controversial topics. You can still say what you feel, but the way you say it does not feel controversial at all. It just is, that's how you feel, that's how it is, and you're not trying to push that on anyone. There's no agenda in you speaking up. It's just to express yourself. That is liberating, and because it is liberating you so much, you kind of you're able to stand tall and proud because you did make your point. Whether it is accepted by other people or not, that is other people's business. And yeah, you're just able to be you, and that's kind of freeing. What else? Even like in anything you're doing, is kind of finding a new way, a creative way of doing stuff. So if you're more in the arts and humanities and creative things, then this is more like you find the expression in that way as well. It's not just about talking. Singing your song is just expressing what is in your mind, what is in your heart, and just that's your music. That music has emotion, it has a passion, it has a drive, it has a motivation for why a certain music is made that certain way. So yeah, you're doing something, but you want to put your voice in it. Yeah, very meaningful, and you're being noticed for that. Yeah, you're immediately getting the validation you need of whether this is the correct way to go or correct way to express yourself or not. So I like that there's not too much of you already set yourself in a certain way, and then after like 10 years or something, something happens and it's like, oh, well, maybe I was wrong. It's not like that. You're getting the feedback. Yes, you're getting the feedback. Okay. Pile 3. Blessings. What are the next blessings coming their way? Oh, look at that. Okay. Next blessings coming towards pile 3, please. Oh, wow. Okay. So I'll leave them as they fell. We have Aries. That's, again, taking initiative, being bold in your pursuits, and taking action towards your passion, not being apologetic about what you want because you have to knuckle under, while still knowing that what you want to do would be good for you, and that's something that you can do as well, right? There is a slight warrior type vibe to it always, since it's Aries, but I'm not feeling that in the sense that you're just heady and you're just gonna like pierce. It's not that piercing type of vibe. It just is being a leader, being the boss. You just be it, You create your own identity as well with Aries. That's the first sign. That's where the spirit learns about itself and that it exists. I am. That is the affirmation for Aries. And fire sign always is all about the passion, the drive, and the cardinal is like taking action. So, you're pretty active with your pursuits and you're not backing down. But there is no like pushing. The masculine aspect of this is not exactly what is the shining light. It is more about the energy of it, of being driven and courageous and feeling like you want to do more, you can do more, so let's just do more. This leadership role unfolding ahead of you is a result of you stepping into your own power and realizing that you are you and you are you for a reason, and you're just gonna be yourself. You don't know exactly where it is going to lead or what it is going to do, or it's not all like set in stone. Nothing ever is, but it feels as though it is not set in stone, and you can go and improvise along the way. You just have to be true to you, and the rest will just follow suit. There's more faith, so it has that very softer, more subtle sense to it. That's why I'm not getting too much of the aggressive version of Aries and Mars energies as we normally do. Yeah, there you go. We have Cancer, which is again a water cardinal sign. Cancer, water is the opposite of Earth, basically, right? They quench each other, kind of. But this is the softer edge. It is like, I want to retreat and I want to take care of my home space. I want to have a cozy area where I can recuperate. It's the card of healing and coming home and having your private thoughts and having your private space, knowing what is in your private space and what is not. Expressing your emotions. Cardinal is all about doing something about, the zodiac, the themes surrounding the zodiac. So if you want a more cozy place in the house, you will make it happen. You will ensure that it stays cozy all the time that you return home from work. You focus more on your well-being, and that makes you feel much better, right? You're able to know yourself a lot more because you create that space within, be it in your home or be it in your life or in your mind, or basically you make it a priority to take care of yourself. Yes. Emotions. Yeah, this is like ultra feminine. This is ultra masculine. That it just is. It's balanced. It's nothing is overly anything. Feminine is not the highlight. Masculine is not the highlight. It's just all-encompassing. You're able to come to a very tranquil state of your own being. Yeah. Okay, then we have midheaven, individuality, career, goals, and public life. Yep. So again, that promotions, increments, like if you're in that position, you've done the work and all of that, then this is like absolutely going to happen. Career as well for some of you could be the highlight, but because we do have Aries, which is very driven and ambitious, like we talked about, but it's about doing something that you actually like and you care about, and making sure that it stays that way. You take care of that career goal. You take care of this new position that you want. It's like it has a nurturing undertone to everything. But you're still taking action, you're still driven, you still, want things, you set your goals and you achieve them, all of that, but you're not forcing anything, you're not pushing anything, not even yourself, and you're just letting things kind of happen as they would, and all you need to do is be yourself, do the work that you do, just carry on doing with it. It's very hard. The let's do our job is in itself like hard to see nowadays. For example, teaching, we are getting so much into how we are taught these days that we forget what a real teacher does, right? You have to have that empathy and remember that you were once upon a time in that student's place. So it's not just about, setting the hardest paper ever, right? It's also about how would they be able to answer it, right? What would their state of mind be? So what is your expectation from them is obviously, when you're talking about expectation, you have to think about the other side as well, right? So a teacher is supposed to have that capability. We see that extremely rarely, but if you have that, that's what a real teacher is. That's who is doing their job, right? So this is what that is talking about. You do your thing, stay true to your path. You know what you are doing, and yes, you will learn along the way, but you need to stay true to yourself. Otherwise, none of these things, none of the pit stops come in, none of the mini goals will be achieved. It's just something that'll pass you by, and it will feel as though you have missed out in retrospect. It will keep coming back, okay? You're not actually missing out, but it'll keep coming back, and it's just revising the same lessons. I mean, we don't want that, right? We need to elevate. We need to keep moving, right? So it's kind of like stay true to your course, okay? Now we have the sun, ego, stamina, consciousness, and father figure. So sun is all about success. It's all about crazy clarity. It's hope and optimism, and in esoteric astrology it is also the symbol for not the symbol, but it's associated with our own spirit, because that is our central sun within us. That's the clarity that we look for. We seek the sun always. And if you live like in a very cloudy area or where it rains quite a bit, and even if you don't live in that area and it just keeps raining, you do miss the sun, right? The brightness, the warmth, the feeling of everything, the sun itself is wonderful. So it's really good to see it here. You're expressing yourself again a lot more. You're letting your inner light shine a lot more. It's more again about the identity, ego identity, as well as the spiritual identity. This here is very spiritual. Meanwhile, Canary is talking more about what you express outwardly into the world. So yeah, all in all, very good balance. Everything that is happening is coming from within, so you're learning it properly, Yeah. Okay. Let's see more. Next blessings coming towards pile 3, please. Next blessings coming towards pile 3. Next blessings. You're taking care of yourself. So some of you could be like going through some, difficult situations. Something related to people you consider family, let's say. They can be your real family, but also like external people, like really close friends or a partner. Yeah, but it's there is that healing vibe to it, and it's going on. So these things kind of feel as though I have to step ahead now. Oh, one step more and I'm different. There is that I'm becoming new type of thing. I'm rediscovering myself. Okay, what is happening? What's the next blessing, please? Pile 3. Next blessings. Okay, we've shuffled. I'm just trying to see if I'm getting anything more. Yeah, you could also be wanting to find by doing this, you kind of end up finding more people who are again in the same headspace as you are, or have more of an emotional compatibility with you. I know I told that fire and water are opposites, definitely, but I feel like in terms of relationship, sometimes it works. Okay, sometimes it works. I'm a fire sign and my partner is a water sign, but we definitely work. And yeah, it depends where all the other planets are in your astrology chart, of course, but I'm just saying that there are cases when it can work. So sun sign is not the end of the story. There's a lot more that goes into compatibility and when opposites can work. Yeah, so that's something for a lot of you. So you're kind of taking more charge, perhaps you're taking more initiative to go out there and meet more people and kind of be yourself, so that, you know, whoever you meet just gets you. There is a complementing thing going on with this. The like I said, this is very feminine, this is very masculine, and both of them in isolation can be too much, but having both of them here, it's kind of like they complement and compensate for each other as well. So you're essentially, you would be individuals in a relationship, right? So you're independent and you have your own way of doing things, but you understand each other's way of doing things. So yeah, in terms of relationship, it's as well looking really good. And that could be some of your goal as well. Midheaven is all about reputation or like public status, okay? So for example, it's like on Facebook when we put that status, right, of single, in a relationship, it's complicated or whatever. So that is supposed to be something of a public status. Actually, it is all about like, okay, I'm married, I'm the wife of, or the husband of. Stuff like that. It's kind of, what do you say about you, about your status in life, basically. Okay, so it can be something related to love as well. Just thought I should mention. Okay, so we have the Two of Cups. This is greater harmony. Again, that complementing feel to it. Both of them are replenishing each other's cups. There's that opposites attract and they unite, and basically unity within yourself. There's that complete and whole feeling there. You're feeling as though you're stepping out into the next phase of your life. And if this is something related to love, then yeah, this is meeting someone who will walk that path with you. Yeah, we have Three of Swords. So this is again about like something that you have been through, that has been hurting you, and you're kind of recuperating from that. You're mending, you're stitching back the heart, and you do still need some time and space, but you're definitely doing that. And through this, you're learning a lot more about yourself. Yeah, I can't help it. This is not my choosing. This is just something that's coming through, that sometimes things need to be broken in order to know how to mend them. You know, yeah, I can't help it. It just came to me and I had to tell. Okay. Anyway, we have the Empress as well. So that's beautiful. This is the divine feminine. She's completely balanced within herself. She represents all things gentle, nurturing, loving. You know, it's the safe space, basically. The mother is the safe space, right? So she is the great mother, connecting with your own nature, feeling grounded and safe again, as though you are protected, as though you are safe. That warm fuzzy feeling, you know, that's the vibe, and that's very much connected with the Cancer card there as well. So yeah, some of you can be working on how can I better flow, or how can I expression is feminine as well. Creative, everything is feminine. So how can I express myself in a fruitful manner, in a way that is understood by everyone, that is loving, but it is not divine feminine. There's no extreme of any kind. It's just loving. It just is, and she will express like she wants to express. There is so much flow. It just has to be real. That's all. It just has to be real. We have the Lovers card. Again, this is a very strong love indication, but it also talks about major crossroads or choices. Kind of decide. Like I said, it's like I'm taking one step ahead, and that taking one step is, well, it is of course taking initiative, but it is also a massive choice. Do you want to continue staying in the previous phase of your life? You can do that. That's completely up to you and your choice, but the universe will always keep pushing you to move forward. So are you ready yet or not? That is your choice. If you're not ready yet, doesn't matter. It will still come to you, but at a later stage, right? It's just postponed. It doesn't mean it's going away. So you don't need to be worried about that. But taking that leap of faith into the next phase of your life, speaking up for the first time, or feeling that confidence for the first time, or expressing your individuality for the first time, that's a big step. Right? And we have 2 major arcanas here, so that's again like some major things that everything that has happened until this point, which I'm talking about here, has happened so that you reach this point. Okay, this is much greater harmony. 2 of Cups and the Lovers there. This is like the divine masculine and divine feminine counterparts who interact with each other. They are equals and yet they are dual. You know, they are 2 separate. They are individuals, but they gel, they work together, they compensate for one another, they learn from each other, and they become whole individually. It's not that I need you in order to survive. There is no codependency at all. You're strong in you. And that's something that is like extremely important. So any previous heartbreak, any previous karmic connection, all things that still concern you, or in the back of your mind, if you recall this person, it's still like, oh my God, the pain kind of comes back. All of that was just to teach you the importance of being not dependent on anyone for your emotional security. Okay? Wanting a partner is very different from needing one. So, which is it? Because that is going to definitely decide the trajectory. Okay, we have the 3 of Cups as well. This is about meeting your soul group, your friends who have incarnated here with you in order to help you through this journey. We have 3, 3, and 3. That is something you could be seeing, or you will start seeing when these blessings are nearby. And also the 3 is about master guides kind of helping you through. So your signs and synchronicities will start happening as well. And yeah, it's different for everyone. Just, yeah, it's something to look out for. 3 of Cups is, again, it can be about siblings as well. But it's just really a close-knit group that you can completely depend on one another. And there is no judgment. There is nothing. You just have a good time. It's very feel good, right? Okay, so you could be making new friends because you start, that's what I said, like meeting your soul group. And yeah, the moment you start expressing yourself a lot more, it becomes easier for like-minded people to find you, right? You don't have to wait for, oh well, who will listen or who will agree, and what if I get criticized, and so on and so forth. But then you never know, right? Would you rather not ever know? That's again a big choice to make. Okay, let's see more. What are the next blessings coming towards pile 3? Next blessings. Okay. We have Devas, truth, struggle, duty, discipline, justice, and warrior. Then we have Hagalas, which is loss, destruction, change, and hailstorm. Yeah, that's very close to the 3 of Swords. I generally associate this with the Tower card, but yeah, this is like, being upset over a loss of some kind or a perceived loss. But sometimes losses are absolutely necessary, right? For example, losing procrastination or losing any type of unhealthy attachment to anything or anyone. Yeah, some things need to be lost in order for us to move forward and go closer towards the truth. So any type of disillusionment that happens along the way is only going to get you closer to unity. Okay, some facades need to be broken down, illusions need to be removed in order to, get to the crux of the matter. For example, while growing up, like there was so much of these princess stories, and that life's a movie, and love just happens this way. And I still notice people believing that that's exactly how it happens. And constantly they're upset, constantly they're disappointed by just how it actually pans out. But it is necessary. You have to then go through these type of, situations which shows that, hey, it's not true. And yeah, it is kind of like, what, really? It's kind of like, Santa is not real. It's like, what, really? So everything I believe till now is like, really? So there's no magic? It can feel like that. But once you understand the sentiment behind why was Santa real, and why was it important to believe that Santa was real, that princess story was real, it makes sense. And it also makes sense that there comes a time when that illusion needs to fall away, right? So loss of illusion of all types and movement towards the truth. Okay? Yes. And we have Perth. So magic. Hi. We talked about magic. Magic is not gone. Magic is definitely there. It just takes a different shape and different form. You understand it very differently. That's what is happening right? It's not going to be the same as it was before. With the Lovers, again, it's not the same as it was before. Whether this is coming through a promotion or increment, or you are taking that initiative, or you are going out and talking to people, however this actually plays out in your individual life, in all cases, there's just something mystical as an element there. It's very fated feeling in terms of meeting this person, or meeting your friends, or starting this creative project, or reaching this point of harmony, or finding the masculine and the feminine unity within yourself, and identify which part is what and how they really mingle together. However it comes through, it is all it feels very fated, correct, there is that very feeling, correct, it has to happen like this vibe, and thank goodness that it had to happen like this, otherwise God knows if I would reach this point or not, right? Okay. Again, there is I don't know exactly how and when and why and everything. I don't know everything, but I don't need to know everything. There is that faith element that is always coming through. So perhaps you have been working on keeping faith, and that's again like being reinforced that yes, you are doing well, and just keep at it. Okay. And we have work there, so yeah, so for some of you this is about work, so you could maybe shift your job to some other place or some other department. Perhaps you're not looking forward to it initially, but it is actually a step up. It is actually a promotion of some sort. And you might be apprehensive about it before, but actually it turns out that, you're just perfectly suited for this. And you meet a lot of nice people, even though the first impression is that, I don't know. I don't know if I would meet nice people there, but you'd be pleasantly surprised. Yeah, okay. Your oracle cards, the capacity to tune in to the energy of love. This here, the Empress, gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up. Exactly. The compassion I need when it's time to forgive. Exactly. And the power I need when I am lost. Yes. I am not going to explain this. It's so perfect. How can it be so perfect? Okay. And the universe has my back. Of course it does. Yes, it does. Okay. With the Three of Cups as well, even if it's not like actual friends that you kind of like, it's just existing friends at this time who will be more of a support at this in this situation here. It is also about your guides and your spiritual team up there who are really helping out and looking after you, even though you're not able to realize all the time that they're, staying in touch. It doesn't matter. They're not expecting you to acknowledge and thank them all the time. They're just doing what they need to do. They are also being real with themselves. And yeah, everything the chips will fall. You will realize at some point. And yeah, they're not worried about that. Okay, they're just going to have your back because they just love you. Okay. I surrender to a power greater than me. Yeah, this is the whole faith, and that faith transforming you. This whole blue is connected with the throat chakra. Throat chakra is where we express ourselves, our authentic truth. What we believe in and why we believe in that. All of that, right? Truth is something important here. We had that with Devas as well, right? Yeah, truth. Everything is being messy. Yeah, so there is that faith thing. Oneness is my true nature. Yeah, consolidation within yourself. There's a lot about unity, harmony, oneness. Yeah, everyone is one. There's so much unity. Yep. Yeah, you also have, I honor how I want to feel. And the previous pile got this as well. But yeah, it's a completely different reading. It's fine. I honor how I want to feel. Yep. If you're upset, you're upset. It doesn't mean you will remain upset forever, but you don't need to feel the upset, right? So I was saying this in the previous pile as well. The point of this card is that you're not running away from any of the emotions. If you're happy about something, you're not feeling guilty, in feeling happy about that. If you're feeling proud about some of your achievements, it's okay. feel proud, give yourself a pat on the shoulders, and then that's it, come back to your neutral state. You don't need to let it, get to your ego and just, I am the supreme everything, right? Some people do that. I'm not saying you are, but it's important to remember and keep remembering, because it happens. It's a very human instinct. There are some ego and individuality cards as well, so if let out of control, it can be a bit of an issue. I'm not saying you are going to let it out of control, please don't take it like that, but I'm just letting you know. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pile 3. Thank you so much for watching. Hey, you're pile 3 and we have 3 through 3. That's nice. Anyway, so yeah, if you enjoyed, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you want a personal reading, you can always reach me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box and the comment below. Feel free to check out any of my other videos. It's all there on my channel if you want. And yeah, I will see you again sometime later. Until then, take care, bye. Hello, pile 4. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what are these next blessings coming into your life. We have the Starling. Now is the time to get out into the world and connect in authentic ways. Okay, so meeting new people. Then we have the Crane. You will soon enter into a beneficial partnership. Luck and longevity bless this union. This is not restricted to romantic partnership. It's also business. It's also friendships. All types of partnerships, working together or living together, being together. Also talks about marriage though, and this is kind of socializing, getting out there, and being real in your communications and trying to stay as authentic as possible throughout the whole build-up stage as well, be it again as friends or otherwise. Okay, and we have Condor. Hold the highest vision for your life. You now possess the ability to move past any hurdles. Okay, so you're feeling strong and able, you feel good about yourself, and you're able to actually step out and be you, and that kind of floods in more people who find you more attractive. And again, attraction is not only a physical attraction, it's more emotional, mental as well. But yes, you're doing your thing, you're living your life, and all you're doing is you're feeling more charming and social and sociable as well, without trying to change yourself in any way. You're embracing just you. I like that. And of course then, yes, you meet more real people as well, it's kind of like an inspiration. Everyone wants to be real, but because no one is being real, it's hard for just one person to be it, right? There obviously will be a lot of fears tied to it, but when you yourself are surpassing that stage and you are being real, I'm really sorry about the background noise if you can hear it. I don't know why everyone wants to construct all the time around me. Okay, finally it's done. I paused the video for that time. Okay, I hope it does not start again, but anyway. You are being interesting as well, that's something. And people are finding you as being very fascinating and interesting as well. Like, you have so much to say and so much to express, and like it's fun to get to know you. There's a level of curiosity that makes them as well feel as though, I'm genuinely interested in finding out more about this person. So as an effect of you being authentic, others as well become authentic around you. Lovely. So we have the 11th house as well. This is the house of friendships and large groups, communities, humanity as a whole. Just, it's kind of, well, Aquarius is a big theme. Again, I will say check where your Aquarius is, and we have a lot of stuff happening there, so perhaps check out a video on Jupiter-Saturn conjunction in it, and also the square with Uranus. It's kind of a big thing this year. I think I've said this for all piles now, but I can't help it. It's right here. But anyway, you're just able to make friends with everyone. You have that personality, and I can't help there's a lot of social to it. Then we have IC or Nadir point. This is private self, home life, and childhood. And we also have Libra, which is a cardinal air sign. This is all about relationships and harmony. So it's like you're in harmony with yourself and you're in harmony with other people. That's kind of the setup there. You are respecting your space, you are respecting what you want to achieve and do and everything. This is also within like organizations, the communications that you have. So in the job sector as well, you're finding that by not getting involved in office politics, let's say, you're able to connect better with the same people. So your image of them is changing, their image of you is changing, and there's just better harmony, there's more teamwork, you can talk to one another, there's more face-to-face or one-to-one conversations. And yeah, you if you're trying to start your own something, then this business partnership as well is completely favorable, because this here Libra is placed in the 7th house, which is the house of all types of partnerships. So love that. Yeah, and you have this harmony within your home life as well. Like I said, you are being authentic with yourself and you're just expressing that, and so everyone is kind of getting inspired by that, and you're having more real conversations, you're gelling with everyone and also every aspect of your own life. And I'm not saying that it's just going to be pristine, because we always have hiccups, we always have something or the other going on, but you're not frazzled by it, and you get the point of, going through certain type of habit changes or any type of, people that you met before who were not very much in alignment with you. You understand the point of all the experiences. That's why you're able to, move past every hurdle, every hiccup, everything. Okay, and not that there is much, and also that even if you do have these hiccups, it doesn't feel as though it is going to, crash and burn or anything. You're able to manage everything very nicely. You have a solid handle on how you manage your own internal world, your private emotions, all those things. Okay, let's see some tarot cards. Pile 4. What blessings are coming next for pile 4? Blessings are coming next for okay, wow, lovely. The shuffling was really good, actually. I wish you could have seen it. It's just one by one, it just came out very organizedly. I didn't have to, say anything. Anyway, we have the 6 of Cups. So this is nostalgia, feel good, looking back, retrospective, kind of seeing how you were as a child, what you have become, what you have learned so far, how much you have grown, and simultaneously it's also about looking into the future. So it's like kind of a trend analysis that is done very fast in our heads, that okay, so I have grown like this, so in the future, in that much time in the future, I would be like that. So, you kind of extrapolate of how you would want to be. That's where the highest vision is kind of coming through. So this is what you have been, and what has happened so far, the experiences, the emotions, everything, ups and downs, roller coasters that you've been through, all of them. But now it is time to, focus on where is it that you want to head next. If you follow the same path, will you be heading there? If not, what changes can you make today that is going to get you there? Right? What do you actually want? What did you want to do when you were a child? What still makes you so childlike happy? This is the card of innocence as well. So there is again, that authentic ways that babies and, very young children, they don't know how to pretend. They're not trying to be fake with anything. They're just so genuine. And they're so interesting in themselves. They're not doing anything especially, but we still find them very interesting just by how they express themselves. Right? All they're doing is just being themselves. They're playing like they like, they're eating what they like, and talking like they like. They're just minding their own business and doing their own thing, but somehow that is very, very appealing. There is a very quiet beauty and grace to all of that. And that's kind of, you bring it back, you bring it forward with you, you're taking that forward with you, you're maturing, and you have a different understanding of this authenticity. Now you know how to bring it, now you know how to control it, now you know how to cultivate it in a very constructive way, and how you can blend that with today's world, with your today's version, all the things that you have learned since this innocent period, right? And this level of authenticity is, again, like helping other people as well connect to their inner children. They're almost wondrous at how you can be so real. Is it what really? Yeah, I mean, everyone likes that, but no one is expressing that, but you are, and that astounds people. Okay, again, friends, or in the business, or in wherever you are, it's different for everyone. General read. Okay, Knight of Wands. So yeah, doing something that once was very passionate to you, but you never got to do it for practical reasons. There's the time to, again, make some shifts and be a little bit spontaneous, a little bit creative, very social. Knight of Wands. It's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna go out, have fun, have a great time, and then come back and get back to my regular life, and then again, when the time is right, I will have fun again, I will do what I like again. I don't have to be apologetic about it, I don't have to feel guilty, I don't have to stop myself. Yep, I'm just gonna go. This is very much like that, very spunky. So yeah, you're feeling alive, very confident, so charismatic. You are being very charismatic as well. You're building yourself to be more of this version. So there's that combination is just making you so strong and powerful. It is the uniting of everything from the ace to the king in tarot, from 0 to 21. You combine all the lessons along the way. You don't forget or leave behind any part of the story, because each and every step has made you who you are today, and you need to celebrate that. Okay, so you are celebrating all of that. And this can also be talking about revisiting something you were doing in the past as a child and bringing it today, a passion project, a creative project that kind of lights you up on fire. Your ambitions are like on game, and you find some people who are willing to help you out with it. So yeah, partnership in a creative sector or a business sector, or something where initiative is important. Okay, then we have Six of Pentacles. This is about finding jobs. So if you're asking if you will get the job or not, or wondering about that, then yes, this is definitely that, a card of employment. In other words, it is getting paid for your services. So there is a give and take, an exchange of energy, all of those things. So again, it applies for the business sector as well. Good income. You can find investors as well, which is going to help you out with your work. But this is also, getting paid, being generous. And I kind of always look at the infinity here. Okay, not always, but in some cases, but right now it is being noticeable. It's kind of like the give and take, the constant ebb and flow of looking back at the past, learning from it, moving forward, experiencing more, and then coming back and bringing those experiences and lessons back into the past and consolidating yourself. It's just it's a loop, right? That's what it's kind of like, the past, future, and the present. Past, future, present. That's something that's coming through. Okay, we also have the King of Cups. This is increased compassion, increased empathy, feeling prosperous from the heart, knowing that you are rich. You just are rich. You don't need the monetary validation, although you do have it. You don't need it, though. That's not the point. You realize that that's never the point. It is all about, am I happy doing what I'm doing? Am I fulfilled where I am? And if not, what can I do? Or if there's nothing left to do, then how can I reach a point of acceptance and understanding of whatever is happening in my life right now? Fishes also symbolize a lot of prosperity, so that's something that is very, very apparent in all of these cards. You're connecting with someone very, very emotionally, but there is definite passion there. So if this is about a romantic thing, then yes, you are talking to each other. There is definitely a vibe going on. You could be already have been with them, but it's something of a refreshing start at this time. So yeah, that can be for some of you, not all of you. Perhaps check out, an X video or something if you're interested in that topic. But anyway, This is still about connecting very, very deeply, emotionally and also spiritually. You talk to each other, you gel, and it's as if you know each other since forever, right? If you would imagine yourself and this person as children, you would want to, hang out with them. You would still want to get to know them, right? That type of relationship. Many times it is often, it's connected with your past lives, like you did have a past life together before, but not always. So whenever the situation comes, you can tell if this is like a very long time thing, you just instinctively feel connected to one another, then very likely it's related to your past lives as well. Yes, but you will figure that out in the situation itself. I cannot tell you. It's different for everyone. Yes, so anyway, that connection is there, but there's also like physical passion and there is tension and all of that. But you're really, really actually connecting as well. So there's nothing shallow about it at all. Okay, unless you want it to be like that. It's just you're being real. Okay, if you feel the need that you just don't want to be serious at this moment, then yeah, sure, go ahead. It's up to you. We have justice as well, so karmic scales are being balanced. Justice is connected with Libra as well, so again the partnership things. Contracts are ruled by this, so if you're starting a new job, this acceptance that you get, then you would have to also have this job contract. And because it is a major arcana, this is a big theme that is going to play out. So this job that you get or this business that you do, it has a spiritual element to it, meaning it is serving a bigger purpose, or it is teaching you a lot of spiritual lessons, right? So there is that thing going on, but also you're living very balanced and in equilibrium. You're exercising good judgment. You're not doing anything overly anything. Okay, you're staying in balance basically with Libra and this. And yeah, like I said, all of this changes is just coming out from within, from the heart. Privately, how you feel is how you are behaving outside, and how the world is as well perceiving you. Everything is so aligned. What else? Yeah, karma has been cleansed, is being cleansed at the moment, and it will then bear fruits based on the actions you have taken right now and also in the past. So it's kind of like, the past has made today, and the today is going to make the future. That type of thing. It just is. Justice is very much, it just is. Truth is just is. Okay? Whether you like it or not, that subjective opinion it would be a separate card perhaps, but not justice. Okay? It's super objective. Okay. Let's get you some more cards. Next, blessings for pile 4, please. Too many cards. Oh my goodness. Okay, there was truth, struggle, duty, justice, discipline, and warrior. Yep, justice again, following truth again, being authentic, all of that. We also have birth, which is magic, prophecy, mystery, chance, work, and pawn. So getting work, miracles kind of happening, and just things just falling into place. This person that you meet just happens by chance, something like that. It's hard to predict from birth. It's just something unknown and mysterious, and it just needs to be respected like that. It's very connected with spirit and subtle energies as well. Okay, one last card, please. More powerful. Okay. Oh my god, okay. You have Gabo, gift, love, and marriage partnership. So yeah, some of you could be getting married or getting engaged or meeting someone that you imagine you would be able to spend quite some time with. But it is also about blessings in general. Love is universal. Love of life, love of you, love of doing whatever you love to do, just, going out and loving the world and everything beautiful and innocent, and it's very loving. Yeah, it's very loving. Okay. blessings. Oops. Whoa. Okay, so we have, in every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking and the energy of love. Exactly, that. Wonderful. Summed it up. The moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, you've set your request, you've said something. It's like, okay. But then you keep talking, it's like, okay. You keep talking and you keep asking for more. Yeah, okay. You know, it's like, when will I'll get to work, but you're still talking. You know, that's like always that we keep praying and please today, please make it happen. And yes, I understand, obviously, when I do that, but if I think from, you know, very objective, realistic perspective, it's kind of like, if you kind of humanize the universe a little bit, it becomes more relatable. So if you think from its perspective, it's like, okay, dude, I'm still listening. I gotta do something. You know, you can't keep talking. Let me do my thing, right? So that's kind of the vibe that I get there. So if you're trying to manifest something or someone or some certain type of life or something, then it's just saying that, hey, you know what? Hang back, sit still, and just watch the magic unfold, okay? Because the universe is wanting to do all of this. It's bringing his stuff. People thinking, that's what right-minded thinking, exactly, within yourself and also externally. Isn't it perfect? Awesome. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pile 4. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you want a personal reading, you can always contact me via my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box and the comment below. I will see you again in some of my other videos. If you want, you can check out my channel as well in the meanwhile. But do take care. Bye.